Marcus Rashford needs to make key Manchester United adjustment. He was the main man last season, but now Marcus Rashford must do more for the team at Man Utd. Marcus Rashford was both a blessing and a curse for Manchester United in their defeat to Brighton at the weekend. Depending on who you ask, he was either their chief creator or their chief waster of chances, as United were comfortably beaten at home by an impressive Brighton side. Rashford deserves huge credit for his contributions last season, but that can't make him immune to criticism, and there has certainly been plenty of that in the fallout from the weekend. He reached a genuine world-class level as he carried United for large parts of the last campaign, but the real gauge of a world-class talent is someone who manages to maintain that excellence, if not improve upon it. It seemed obvious from his performance at the weekend that the 25-year-old is still adapting to United's recent changes and was guilty of trying to do it all alone on Saturday, something he often felt he had to do last season. While for much of his time under Erik ten Hag he has played as a solo artist in attack, he now needs to make the most of his supporting cast, particularly the presence of Rasmus Højlund, who could become the new headline act himself. The Danish international caught the eye with his movement in the final third against Brighton, but struggled to get the supply into the box that could have seen him score on numerous occasions. Indeed, one of the few times he got the ball from Rashford he did actually find the back of the net, only for the goal to be disallowed after a lengthy VAR check. What was even more frustrating for supporters, though, is that while Rashford did look lively in the match, he was guilty of trying to go it alone too often rather than looking to play the ball to Højlund. The England international could form a very dangerous partnership with the new signing, but in order to do so, he needs to adapt his game and trust that Højlund will be in the right position to get on the end of his crosses into the box. It is somewhat understandable why he was so hesitant to do so against Brighton, given he is still getting used to playing with Højlund and is clearly stuck in the habits of last season when it was Wout Weghorst alongside him instead. Thankfully, the standards have risen since then, but so must Rashford's if United are to get their season back on track and make the most of their star signing in attack. It also means there is an onus on United's coaches to bring the best out of the duo, and in the coming weeks there should be a lot of focus on their interchanging play during training as they look to form a new strike force. Rashford must also have the maturity to realize that there will be occasions where he must sacrifice openings in the final third to give the ball to his teammates, and that he can make the difference even when he is not the one putting the ball in the back of the net. While it is easy to be all doom and gloom after such a sluggish start to the season, there is still reason to be hopeful, with Rashford and Højlund's potential partnership being a key component of that. They are still very much a work in progress, but there is certainly enough reason for them to persevere.